So we're in physical therapy, right, in the waiting room. And I said, have you tried scissor kicks? And I had no idea it was like a lesbian thing. So I said it to these ladies like 5 or 6 times. Have you tried scissor kicks? Have you tried scissor kicks? And they kept looking at me and I couldn't figure out why we weren't. Oh, it was awful. I said it like 5 or 6 times. I swear to God. Had no idea. Scissor kicks. Hi, I'm Rod Stafford Hagwood. Welcome to Rod with a Twist. I'm here with Nick, our master mixologist here at Premier Beverage Mixology Center in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And we're here with 2 very special guests from Cupcake Burlesque. We're here with Miss Cherry Mae.
Yes.
I got it, right?
Yes.
And we're here with
Miss Jenna Beth.
Miss Jenna Beth. See, I just know you as Jenna. I always forget to call you Miss Jenna Beth because to me, you're just Jenna from around the block. And they're with Cupcake Burlesque, like I said, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But first, Nick, master mixologist, the craft cocktail expert, what are you making for us?
Rod, we are going to make the most ballingest vodka Red Bull ever today.
Vodka Red Bull?
Vodka Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull?
The only way to enjoy ultra premium vodka is with Red Bull.
But I could make a vodka Red Bull.
You could be a mixologist as well.
So you're going to make something special, right?
So we get this great vodka, Stoli Gold.
Ah, yeah, see?
Right. So we're going to start off with that.
It always starts with a good vodka. All my best experiences in any bar have started off with a good vodka.
Oh, of course.
Some of my worst experiences in bars have started off with a good vodka. But I always manage to turn it around to something positive.
Then I'm going to hit it with some Red Bull Tropicals. This new flavor from Red Bull. It's bright, refreshing.
See, Nick always gets like this great stuff first. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the rest
I've never
of
heard of
you can't even get this stuff in the store. You can't go buy this stuff until Nick tells us about it.
Then I'm going to use one of these pretty little butterfly garnishes right on top of there.
Did you make those?
I did.
You are so crafty.
Thank you so much.
You're like the Martha Stewart of mixology.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's rich, right?
Stretch.
A little stretch in the pen doesn't mean a thing.
These are festive
These
vodka
are
Red Bulls.
great.
Right? Fun straw too. Multi-purpose.
This straw is not a throwaway disposable straw.
It's not.
What is this?
Yeah,
They're pasties.
It's a metal straw.
This is like...
It keeps the drink really cold. It's actually it chills it faster as it goes.
Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. Because it was... Oh, look at that.
Right?
It's like the biggest Coke spoon I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of Coke spoons. So tell me about Cupcake Burlesque. How long has this been going on?
We are 5 years old this May.
Okay.
We're having our 5-year anniversary show at Respectable Street on May 16th.
Okay.
And it's a greatest hits show. It's going to be, everyone's doing acts from their favorite acts, their favorite shows. So we're doing like our dearly departed celebrities. We're doing Game of Thrones. We're doing Disney.
Game of Thrones.
I think you're
topical.
Yes. I think you're bringing back your MJ act.
Yeah, picture Michael Jackson with burlesque. It's like very interesting.
What, are you picturing it?
I'm picturing it. I'm living it.
That explains the glazed look in his eye.
Yeah.
And tell me about, how do you find out that you can do burlesque? Because, I mean, how do you know that you have an affinity for it? I can imagine, like, I remember when I was a little boy, of course I tried on tassels, like any other little boy. But I couldn't get one to go this way and one to go that way. They all kept going the same way, and I knew I didn't have the skill.
It's actually all in the shoulders for the
You
tassels.
It's all in the shoulders. See, if I only had you when I was 8 years old. So how did you find out that you had an affinity for doing burlesque?
Well, I started with some dance background. I did ballet, modern, some ballroom. I also did some pinup modeling, so I always kind of like that whole vintage aspect of it. And then when I found out burlesque, I started looking at YouTube. I started looking at the classic dancers, Sally Rand, Jenny Lee, and I loved it. So yeah, started burlesque about 5 years ago.
What about you?
As soon as I grew boobies, I knew they were destined for greatness. No.
Both of them or just one?
Just one.
Was one a star and the other was a co-star? Or
One's a slacker.
were they both like lead players?
No, I think I know how to dance. I don't know. I'm pretty confident in dancing and feeling natural. So to me, I just saw the look. I liked the feel of it. It's something I always wanted to try out. And when I moved to South Florida, I saw that there were a lot of troops going on, and I kind of just reached out just to see when is a show because I never saw a live show. And then I got ballsy and asked if I could audition, and I came out in a show. And then she started Cupcake, and I kind of started with her. from the beginning, and it just went from there.
I really admire your restraint when she said ballsy. You didn't do a punchline.
Try not to.
Very good. Very good.
learning.
He bit his lip.
What I want to know also, and this is a strange question, but I was just wondering, when you started doing burlesque 5 years ago, it's when it kind of had a renaissance. It kind of returned. Because burlesque kind of died out in the late 50s, early 60s, when all the burlesque houses and all the theaters that would have these kind of shows died out. What do you think makes it really kind of relevant today? Why do people respond to it today? Because you play everywhere. You're all over Florida. You're all over the United States. You just returned from Germany, from Europe.
Yeah.
So it's obviously, you guys are popular. So what do you think it is that people today are identifying with burlesque?
I think it really appeals to women because it's more inclusive of everyone's body types, and I would say probably the majority of the people that come to our shows, our audience, are women.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, it's the costumes, it's the body confidence, it's the positive message.
The scissor kicks.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think that's in the act, but it's a lot of fun, and I think that also when people, come up to me after the show, they're like, oh, that looks so awesome, you're having so much fun, and we are, we enjoy it. We love what we do. And you mentioned, the burlesque houses closed back in I think maybe the 70s, 60s, 70s. I just recently found out that my grandmother used to take the whole family to the burlesque house in Cincinnati, and it was like a family outing. And I'm like,
this is genetic for you.
It turns out, I didn't know. I just recently found out. My parents
great.
start being honest with me, and they're like, oh yeah, your grandma used to take the whole family down there. I'm like, no shit, really?
You have the coolest grandmother ever. So, and people want to know where you're going to be, because Cupcake Burlesque has how many dancers, how many performers, entertainers?
Well, we have a couple core girls, probably about 6 dancers, but then we also have guest performers all the time. So we use performers from all over the state.
So they're performing everywhere all the time. Where can people go to find out where they can see Cupcake Burlesque?
Our Facebook page is the best.
That's a good start.
We always keep updated schedule on there, either of our Facebook pages, Miss Cherry Mae or Jenna Beth.
There's also cupcakeburlesque.com.
Cupcakeburlesque.com.
Which is a centralized location for everything, and it links to all our social media.
And they have the videos on that website. I got to tell you, check out these videos. I mean, you almost turned me. You almost turned one, because that's how good their videos are. They almost turned me. So go to cupcakeburlesque.com or check out their Facebook pages.
I'm going to check out the videos right now.
We also include dancers from all over the U.S. that come to our area and want to perform. We also have boys in our show. They do boylesque.
We have boylesque.
I've seen boylesque.
And they're amazing. I mean, you would think for a guy, how much can you take off, really?
Yeah.
But it works. The one guy did, what did he do? The rubber ducky performance?
Oh yeah, the little towel.
Yeah,
the little,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's so
We'll
creative.
talk about that later, because I got something to tell you. Oh, a boy's got to pay for college somehow. So thank you so much, Cupcake Burlesque.
Thank you.
Nick,
Thank you.
as always.
My pleasure.
I mean, I thought I could have done this, but now that I think about it, I couldn't have, because I don't go to Home Depot to get my straws.
It's the truth.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Come back to Rod with a twist later on. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.